Hi everyone. So I'm doing a quick get ready with me today, and I figured I would just do it this way. That was my Clarins moisturizer that I always use. I'll list all the products below in the description bar, and they'll also be on my blog so that you guys can get the exact details, but just rub that on. Next I'm going to just prime my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Eden. You really just need a little bit of this stuff. It goes a long way. So I'm just got a little bit on my fingers, and I'm going to spread that on both eyes. I've said this before, this stuff creases on me. I love Urban Decay's normal primer potion, but for some reason, the one in the color Eden creases on me. So I always have to layer it with another product. Today I used MAC's Paint Pot in Nubile, which is what that is. That was a limited edition shade, but anything your skin tone would work if you wanted to recreate this. Nubile is just sort of like a peachy beige color. I don't know. I like it. If you have Painterly would work. Bare Study would work. Anything, really. So that's what that is. Okay. I'm just fiddling. Don't mind me. Next, I'm going to move on to my eyeshadows. And the first one I'm going to use is MAC's All That Glitters. Totally popular shade. It's just a light, sparkly beige. That's a Sigma E55 brush. I'm just going to tap off the excess and then pat it onto my lids. It's really just a pretty shimmery shade, nothing too special, pretty basic. And actually the look that I did today for the most part is pretty similar to the post that I did for Mommy Makeup Monday this week. Just a really simple, easy, quick look for your eyes. I think I called it like 2-minute eyes or something. This is a little bit longer because I did a little bit extra, but... Next, I'm just going to blend out my crease. That's MAC's Moleskin that I just pointed to. Another limited edition shade, but anything sort of your skin tone a tiny bit darker is going to work perfect for that. You just want it to be matte, and you want it to add a little bit of definition to your crease. I'm using my 224 brush just to blend it out really well. If you don't have Moleskin or you can't find it at like a CCO or something, try Naked from the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. It works really well. You could also go warmer. Moleskin's a little bit cooler, but if you wanted to go warmer, something like Soft Brown or Buck from the Naked palette would work great. Makeup Geek has some awesome eyeshadows. Creme Brulee is one of my favorites that I've been using a lot. I dropped my 217. On that 217, I'm just trying to decide. I ended up going with Makeup Geek's Taupe Notch. Her shadows, if you haven't tried them, you need to. They're amazing. They're so blendable. They're just great. She has a ton of great colors. I love this Taupe Notch shade. I thought it was going to be more like satin taupe than it is, but it's not. It's really actually pretty different. It's a little bit more brown. So I'm just putting that a little bit more defined in my crease. That's why I switched brushes. I didn't want it quite as blended out. So I just added a little bit of extra definition. That is MAC's Black Track Fluid Line, and I'm just going to go in with my Sigma E05 brush. That is the greatest eyeliner brush. If you haven't tried it, it's definitely worth grabbing from Sigma. I'm not a Sigma affiliate, but I genuinely just use their brushes. Michelle 1218 is the one who, I don't want to say introduced me because she doesn't know me, but she's the one who uses this brush, and that's where I found it, and it absolutely changed the way that I applied gel liner. It just makes it so easy. I don't like doing a wing with the brush. I find that it's a little bit bulky, I guess, maybe. But I also am not that amazing at creating winged eyeliner, so I just use it to line my top lash line. And I like to use Black Track. Ugh, I can't talk today. MAC's Black Track Fluid Line is probably my holy grail liner right now. I'm sort of debating. I grabbed the Bobbi Brown one during the Sephora VIB sale, so I'm going to be trying that one next. A friend of mine has been raving about the Makeup Geek gel eyeliner, so I'm going to try that too. Anyway, I made it a little bit thicker on my left eye than I wanted to, so I went back and just fixed up my right eye, so that's what that is. Next is mascara. That's MAC's Hot and Naughty 2 Black Lash, which is just the darker one, using the volumizing wand and just applying it to my upper lashes. This stuff is pretty good. I don't mind it. It's not amazing. I don't necessarily think I'd repurchase it, but I figured I'd give it a shot. And I do like it. It's not bad mascara. But I think there's better out there, especially for the price. But I'm really anal about using my mascaras for my 3 months, so I'm going to finish this one up. Next, I'm taking my Beauty Blender. I dampened it. That's L'Oreal's True Match Lumi Foundation. I'm using just a damp Beauty Blender to apply it. If you run your Beauty Blender underneath the water and then squeeze it out really well, and I even squeeze mine into a towel, it makes it like the perfect amount of dampness. And I really like it. I'm applying a little bit more foundation than I typically do because I like it to be a little bit sheer with the Beauty Blender. So that's what you get when you use it. It definitely shears it out. So I always apply a little bit extra. So I'm just using bouncing motions to blend it into my skin. As you can see, I sort of dot it all over my face and then just blend it all in really well. So that's what that is. Sorry, I don't have a lot to say about this one, so I'm just going to keep quiet for now. Just make sure you blend it really well into your hairline, along your jawline, around your eyebrows. You'll see me go back in a second and do that. I'm not necessarily putting it under my eyes. I'm just sort of blending it so that there's no harsh lines or anything. And next up, you're going to see me take my MAC Mineralized Concealer. I go with the shade a little bit lighter than my skin. This is NW20, and I just apply it underneath my eye and then down alongside my nose, because what I like to do is blend in sort of a triangle shape and create a little bit of a highlight, as well as, you know, obviously conceal my dark circles. So you can see I'm using the tip of the Beauty Blender and I'm making that triangle shape. And I absolutely love a Beauty Blender for applying under eye concealer. I find that it just works so well. It really just keeps it very natural. It does shear it out a little bit, so if you have really bad circles, you may want to use something a little bit more, something that's going to give you a little bit more coverage. But I love my Beauty Blender. That's my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Caramel. And I just comb through my brows and I fill in just the little bare spots. I don't really do a lot with my brows. I literally just fill in the bare spots. I don't reshape them or anything. My left brow I add a little bit of length to, just because it's not quite as long as my right. But right now I just had them threaded last week, so they're in pretty good shape. I'm going back in with the lengthening wand of that same mascara and just doing my lower lashes, and then I'm also going to add a little bit to my top lashes just to make them a little bit longer. I really prefer lengthening mascaras over volumizing mascaras, so with this one I always tend to go back and just add a little bit more length. Alright, next up, I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender and use my Chanel Teint de Soleil bronzer. This stuff is a cream bronzer. It's amazing. I don't know if it's still sold. I had a really, really hard time finding it towards the end of the summer. I eventually ended up ordering, I think, from Macy's, but Chanel's website was sold out, Nordstrom was sold out, the Macy's counter was sold out. I eventually found it on Macy's website. So I don't know if Chanel still sells this, but if you can get your hands on it, it's worth every penny. It's not cheap. It's like 40 or 50 bucks, but you really don't need much, and it just looks so natural and so good on your skin. It's a little bit orangey, but it's still fine, especially if you're using it with a Beauty Blender or a sponge, something damp. It works really well. So I'm going to do blush next. I am using NARS Sin. It's in the Danmari palette. I'm pointing to Orgasm, but that's not what I'm using. I'm using Sin. But really quick, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to mention to you that my video cuts out as I'm putting on my lip gloss, but that's all you guys are going to miss. So it will end abruptly, so I'll just take the chance now to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know what you think down below, and link your video responses. I love to see Get Ready With Me videos. So I'm just swirling this onto my cheeks, and then you're going to see me pick up my Soap & Glory Peppermint Great Kisser, I think. Oh, wait, I totally forgot about my highlight. What am I doing? That's Mary Luminizer from The Balm. It's awesome. You literally just need one tap on that brush, and it's really enough for both cheeks. Great, great stuff. Very pigmented. I absolutely love it. It's a really pretty champagne-y gold color. Then I'm going to take my peppermint lip gloss from Soap & Glory that I got during the VIB sale. It is amazing. I love it. I can't say enough good stuff about it. So that's where I'm going to leave you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.